Hey everybody, this is A-Bomb. Welcome back to my Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy walkthrough. We're going to finish up the third warp room today by doing these two. But I was looking through it earlier, and we have all of the... we're missing the one for Snowbiz, but we got all of these besides the time relics. And then we also have all of these besides the time relics, so we might as well get Snowbiz's clear gem before we carry on, because that is the only thing that we haven't gotten from either two of the previous warp rooms. This will be probably a lengthier episode because I'm going to do this, finish up the warp room, and then also we're doing that secret level I was telling you about last time. So let's break these. Let's give us a checkpoint. This is actually a pretty tough path, so just kind of just be patient on some of the stuff. Alright, we got we got 5 of the metal boxes. Alright, now just do that. Let's see if you can't get on top. Yeah, it's tough to get over that part. That's why I broke all those boxes before we got the checkpoint, so we don't have to worry about... I mean, you can leave it if you want to get you some Wumper, get you more fruit, so I don't want to waste too much time just breaking boxes. I don't see how we were in the middle. You gotta make sure that we're. I still don't see how we were in the snow. We got all these lives, but we don't want to waste them all on just some random trying to get a random gem. There we go. Now I believe it's going to take us right back to, yeah. Remember, that's where the boxes were, so. Now, you want to be very careful, because you need to make it to a checkpoint. And there we go. Now we can finish the level like normal. As you snag every box, you will now get your clear gem. Now, like I said, that path can be hard, but as long as you take it nice and easy, you should be alright. Remember, always hold X so that you know there's nothing, you're not going to miss anything. And there you go. Here's your last box. Then I missed jump. And there with that. So it's time relics. We have everything collected from the first two warp rooms. Alright, so now let's... Don't worry about that. It only took about 10 minutes to do that, even with all the fails. Alright. Now, if you remember, Road to Ruin was one of the secrets. So, we're not going to be able to get all the boxes this time. But, we do have to make it to a certain point without dying, because there's a death route. Which is actually not that hard to get there. Just mind your jumps. Those guys right there, you have to slide them because they have things on their main that you can't spin them. So, you gotta slide them. Here's your death path. Alright, see these logs? There's a monkey throwing at us. All you gotta do is spin him, but you just gotta watch how you jump. And it looks like so far there are no boxes on the death path, but we got lucky on that one. Now just kind of keep moving forward so you don't slide off while it's at an angle. Watch the fire. Wait till it's completely extinguished. Now, there are no boxes on the death path, so grab your gem, take a dive. I know I said that we're not going to be able to get all the boxes because of the secret, but the gem, or not the gem, the crystal, damn it, is on part of the, if you would take the death path and then take it all the way to the end, you will go past the crystal, so. As you can see, since we got past it, but we died, the death path still stays active. So that's why I told you to always make sure the fire completely extinguished. There we go, lucky on that one. Grab the crystal, spin that reveals all of these boxes with all this fruit. Yeah, the purple ones, they collapse after a while, so right here, this is where the death path drops you off if you make it all the way to the end. And then take the pedestal, so you would be going right past the crystal. Wait till the fire goes out. That was a good shot. If this reveals this box, which reveals that box, which reveals that box, which finally gives us this. Alright, book it, because the fire is going to be right there. Now we're going to let the jump when he jumps, and then spin while in the air. And see, even though we got every box that we've seen, and hit the nitro plunger, we're still missing 34 boxes. So we have to unlock the secret. We have to go through the secret entrance to get the rest of the stuff. But we got the crystal and the gem, so that's all. We got the crystal and the gem from the death path, so that's all good. Alright, now we're going to do Unbearable, the last level of Warp Room 3. And there's actually 2 secrets in this level, but only one of them unlocks a hidden path to another level. And dang it. Completely biffed it. Yeah, instead of a boulder, we are being chased by a giant bear. Now, there is near the end a segment. Oh yeah, just spin these things, and then you could either jump or spin the lizards. All you gotta do is spin or slide the wooden fences. But there is a bear riding level portion of this level, so we're not going to get the we're not going to get the time relic for this level, since most of it is crash running. And trust me, that speed boost that we get for beating Cortex at the end, that is, you zoom. And there he goes. Alright. This is how you know this is a secret. Normally, when something like that happens, all the wooden planks disappear, but there's a couple left. So hit your checkpoint and jump right here. Right into the secret. You have to have this to get all of the for the clear gem of the level. And don't worry, there's a way to get up there. Alright, wait for the bullet to go by. Then slide jump. And get your boxes, and then now right here there is a box. Okay, no, it's not right here. It's on a different. There's a part on this. But there's a box hidden up top. And no, you can't spin the bullets. You just have to jump over them. Okay, right here. Hit the plunger. Get the box. Get on top of these steel boxes. There's nothing right here, but you have to be right here. Slide jump to get those two boxes. Break the jumper box. Wait till this guy goes by, and then jump over him. Careful of the nitro. Damn. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that part. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, those are just the armadillo enemies encased in steel. So you can actually belly flop them to get their armor off if you really want to kill them. I ain't worried about them. Wait for that bullet to go by. Yeah, premature jump. Yeah, this can be a tough part of the level, but it's actually not too bad. There we go. Now jump on here, slide jump, kill the moles, hold X, snag your mask. Now if you're too cautious about this, you can always crouch and hold. But there you go. And that breaks that. Complete your bonus round, it'll act as a checkpoint, then you won't have to go back through that secret thing again. And then the other 4 boxes are the nitros. So once we hit this plunger, we need 23 to get down to 16. Snag that. I believe the bear will destroy any boxes that are run over, but that he runs over, but do it yourself. Yeah, right there. It's kind of a tricky thing to do. Yeah, I should have actually just let him burn, see what happens. Yeah. 4 boxes left. Here comes your bear. You don't have to worry about. And there's the rest of your boxes. Alright, now, I did tell you there was another secret, so you want to go in here, grab your gem, come back. Go over here, slide, jump over the gap. Now we gotta do the bear running thing again. You can make that jump, I just don't know why he didn't. Yeah, as long as you hit the edges of that, he can mow down the electrical fences. Just don't take it directly. Alright. There you go. Run all the way back to where the bear is. Jump on the bear. And then you're teleported away. And Totally Bear is activated. That's why I told you to make sure you grabbed your gem.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
Yeah, the reason you saw that right here is because the last crystal for the third room was turned in, so we got Totally Fly and Road to Ruin is the only ones we have left to activate. But we're not going to do Totally Bear yet. We're going to go up, take on the boss, which is tiny, and his fight's straightforward. And like I said, we're not doing the relic because only a little bit of it was bear riding. My bad. If we get through, we'll see what our time is once we get through here. Yeah, this is actually a pretty easy fight. Got these platforms. He's going to jump where you jump. So make sure you stay. And say, he followed me to that red one, even if it's already dropped. If you, as long as you get off it quick enough. Yeah, if you don't want to jump too soon, because if you do too soon and then go to another one, he can diagonal jump. So you gotta make sure he follows you. See right there, he diagonal jumped. So I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was going to jump on that red one. That time I just biffed it. Yeah, if you think you can't make it, you always can do the slide jump for longer distances. And it's always by one, so don't think he's gonna like jump over a complete one. Yeah, there was actually nothing I could really do on that one. See, he followed me, even though there was nothing there. That's just what you need to do. I mean, he's a straightforward fight. See? Yeah, when he's about to die, only one pedestal becomes safe, so you need to get to that one ASAP. We're only a little over half hour. Yeah, we can do totally bare. All right, we're gonna go up and unlock the room. I think there's a cutscene. Oh, there. I guess there's not. All right, the boss fight for this room is Engine. It's that mechanical Frankenstein-looking guy that we saw on the beginning cutscene talking to Cortex, one with the rocket out of his head. But as you can see right here, our final colored gem in behaving. So now we're gonna go all the way down to the secret warp room. And we're gonna knock out Totally Bare with its gem and its relic. And then we're gonna call it an episode. As you can see, like, there's no crystal here. It's just a gem and a relic. Now this is probably the hardest bear riding level, so just be careful. I hope I got all of those. Yeah, see, sometimes some of them you actually have to do the speed and then or the running jump, or you just won't land safely. I don't know why he didn't land. Good. Alright, got our checkpoint. Keep to the right there. And we completely missed those boxes. There we go. And that's it. Yeah, make sure you hug the wall on that one because there's two boxes right there. Right there. These guys are putting that up. Wow. Yeah, as long as you don't run right into the TNTs like I just did, you can just run safely through them. Speed jump, you grab the life, speed to the right, get those. Normally the fruit will tell you which way to go. There you go. We're at the end. And as long as we didn't miss any... Nope. We got the gem. Now you can kill yourself, because the relic is already unlocked. Actually, now we can't. And I finished the level. I forgot we had checkpoints, so... Yeah, use this to get some extra fruit, I guess. Yeah, at least the last leg of the thing isn't that hard. I mean, even that. Alright. Yeah, I forgot we did checkpoints, so we couldn't do the kill ourselves to reset the level to the front. Alright, we'll get... And we had to come back out here anyways. We don't know what the time for the relic is. 58 seconds. Alright. Yeah, but yeah, be careful as you can accidentally run past the relic. It's not an absolute grab. There we go. Yeah, you really don't have to be hasty with this. They give you plenty of boxes. Huh. Yeah, see. Like I say about being hasty. Yeah, just remember it's like a minute and a half, not a minute and a half, second and a half cooldown on your speed burst, so don't use it when you're not supposed to. Oh, come on, I jumped. Box right there. Remember that those guys go up, sprint, jump, stick to the right, box, jump, over, sprint. Sprint, jump. There we go. Remember, you have to do it in 58 seconds or less, so don't dawdle right here. It has 9 seconds to spare. I mean, for you trophy hunters, you got to get that. You got to get that as gold or higher. I myself have already platinum this game, so I've went through the grueling task of getting all golds on relics. But this is a casual walkthrough, so we're not going to kill ourselves getting certain stuff. Yeah, there's a relic in a gym and totally fly, but yeah, gotta do that later. Then road to ruin. And we'll get to the warp room 4, and then we'll call it an episode. Alright, so next time we're going to do Hanging Out, Digging It, and Cold Hard Crash. And I'll see you guys next time.